Amazon hijackings, Twitch sponsorships, and WFS upgrades. June 2nd seller news rundown. Welcome back to Selling on Giants, e-commerce news and updates. I'm Mr. Will, co-founder of Bellavix, and every week I break down what's happening across Amazon, Walmart, and Shopify so you don't have to scroll through forums or decode vague press releases. This week, brand hijackings that won't die, Walmart decides to act like a grown-up 3PL, and Twitch is now your newest ad channel. Let's get into it. First up, Amazon support queues are full, and sellers are losing control of their listings faster than Amazon can auto-reply. Sellers are still fighting listing hijackings and brand name swaps. The hijackers are still hijacking, and Amazon's still politely reviewing the case in 5 to 7 business days. Seller forums are lighting up again, this time with frustrated posts from brands whose listings were hijacked or renamed months ago. Some never recovered. Worse, the more you escalate, the more likely you are to get flagged for policy violations. In response, Amazon says the process has improved, which is a bit like saying you moved the deck chairs to the other side of the Titanic. Here's what they want you to do. Use the report abuse tool. Select product detail page was changed to represent a different product. Then, if denied, start a thread in the Manage Your Brand form with your complaint ID. Translation: you now get to chase support tickets and start your own mini LinkedIn thread inside the forums. If you're not in brand registry yet, that needs to change. Amazon's brand defense tools are still reactive, and without registry, you're swinging a plastic sword in a knife fight. Meanwhile, Walmart's not dealing with hijackers, it's quietly stacking wins in fulfillment. Walmart adds 9 new features to WFS, and they actually matter. WFS dropped a 9-item punch list of upgrades, and surprisingly, all 9 make sense. Walmart now handles prep, labeling, polybagging. Your 3PL just lost a client. More capacity, better shipping options, real-time tracking, and actual human support. And onboarding doesn't feel like assembling IKEA furniture blindfolded anymore. WFS is quietly becoming FBA without the fee roulette and 5-month storage limits. And if you're trying to diversify, this just moved from maybe next year to maybe next quarter. But fulfillment isn't the only thing evolving. Amazon's turning streamers into sales reps. Amazon Ads launches Twitch creator sponsorships. Twitch creator sponsorships are now live through Amazon Ads. That means you can sponsor a streamer inside the Amazon Ads console, without sliding into their DMs or hoping their agent checks email. It's influencer marketing, but with attribution. And unlike traditional display, this shows up midstream, mid-conversation, where buying intent actually lives. If you're already running DSP or sponsored brands, this is your mid-funnel dream team. Gen Z, captive audience. Attribution, baked in. Pick a Twitch creator in your niche. Pair the sponsorship with DSP retargeting. You'll look smarter than 90% of your competitors, still boosting Instagram Reels. Now, before we talk about surprise fees and shipping fines, quick sidebar, because if this all feels like a lot to track, that's literally our day job. At Bellavix, we've helped brands sell over $500 million on Amazon. We're a verified ad partner, and we specialize in hands-on growth strategies that turn complex marketplace challenges into clear plans of action. Whether it's scaling ads, cleaning up your catalog, or prepping for a retail pitch, this is what we do all day. Head to bellavix.com if you want a team that actually knows what the inside of Seller Central looks like. All right, let's talk shipping fees, auto-measured boxes, and the policy update sellers are already groaning about. Amazon adjusting FBA inbound fees for measurement discrepancies. Starting June 3rd, Amazon's new motto is measure twice, charge once, based on their math, not yours. If your box dimensions or weights are even slightly off, Amazon will now autocorrect and retroactively charge you the correct fees. No appeals, no warnings, just a helpful surprise bill. Sellers are already flagging Amazon's own measurements as inaccurate. But until Bezos builds a robot that holds a tape measure straight, it's your word versus theirs, and they own the calculator. Document your shipments like you're building an alibi, photos, weights, the works. Use a prep center with digital verification if you're scaling multi-box or LTL. And check your FBA shipping fee reports early, often, religiously. From surprise fees to surprise lawsuits, let's talk about the influencer who was sued for being too beige. Influencer lawsuit over beige clean girl. aesthetic dismissed. An Amazon influencer was sued for copying the beige clean girl aesthetic. Yes, that's a real phrase. But the judge tossed it, saying you can't copyright an aesthetic, color scheme, or general vibe. You're free to use popular trends as long as you're not duplicating logos, photography, or branded content. So go ahead, embrace the beige, just don't steal the Lightroom preset. While that case was dismissed, Amazon's AI team was busy turning your product listings into bedtime stories. Amazon pilots AI-generated audio product summaries. Amazon's testing AI-powered audio summaries that turn your bullets and titles into spoken blurbs. Shoppers can ask for product details via Alexa or on mobile, and the bot reads your listing out loud. Sounds useful until your keyword-stuffed listing becomes a robot tongue twister. Voice-optimized content is no longer a theory. It's here. Clean up your bullets. Write like a human. Bonus points if your copy sounds good when spoken aloud. And since we're talking Alexa, she's now doubling as your news anchor too. Amazon's Alexa now summarizes news with generative AI. Alexa can now summarize the day's top headlines using generative AI. Users say, "What's the news?" Alexa pulls from the New York Times, Reuters, and the Washington Post. Voice isn't going away. In fact, it's moving from cute gimmick to how people browse, search, and discover. If product discovery shifts to voice, your listings need to answer clearly, quickly, and conversationally. You're not writing poetry, you're writing for the world's most impatient listener. But what happens when your content doesn't just explain your product, it sells it? Let's talk about where e-commerce is really headed. The future of e-commerce: immersive, social, and creator-led. Karina Kogan says we're heading toward immersive brand experiences, creator co-founders, and TikTok-style shopping that doesn't feel like shopping. Shoppable live streams, virtual storefronts, product demos that feel like entertainment. If your product content doesn't make someone stop scrolling, it doesn't matter. Static images won't cut it. Brands that treat content like a conversion lever, not a checkbox, will win. And with everyone glued to their phones, the numbers are in. It's not just your screen time that's up. Americans may spend 7% of their lives on social media. The average American could now spend 5.5 years of their life on social media. Gen Z, closer to 8. That's not time wasted. It's time deciding what to buy. If your brand isn't showing up on social with video, in-feed, and creator collabs, you're invisible to the next generation of buyers. And discoverability is the new shelf space. Meanwhile, the courts are still playing ping pong with your landed costs. Let's talk tariffs. Court ruling on Trump-era tariffs sends mixed signals. A federal court struck down the tariffs, only to have them temporarily reinstated during appeal. So they're gone, but also still here. Classic. This means more uncertainty. Lock in supplier pricing where you can. Have backup sourcing options. And maybe don't plan your Q4 POs on vibes alone. And finally, while we're untangling regulations, Alibaba's busy fulfilling 40 million orders a day. Let's end on that. Alibaba's instant commerce model hits 40M plus daily orders. Alibaba's new instant commerce model, think sub 2-hour delivery at scale, is expanding beyond groceries into beauty, fashion, and electronics. This isn't a side project, it's the blueprint. And if you're not thinking about local inventory, mobile-first discovery, and delivery within hours, you're already behind. That's your Selling on Giants news and updates for the week. We covered hijackings, Twitch sponsorships, FBA fee changes, voice-powered commerce, beige aesthetics, and why Alibaba might lap us all. If this saved you hours of forum scrolls and internal Slack debates, do us a solid, leave a review wherever you're tuning in. It helps us keep the lights on and gets us better guests for interviews down the road. I'm Mr. Will from Bellavix. See you next week.